Delivering value. We all know by now that Agile focuses on delivering value rather than meeting the plan or complying with the timeline. Let's visualize this. Let's consider a graph which has value on the y-axis and iterations on the x-axis. If this project were to be delivered in Agile model, it would look something like this. At the end of iteration 1, we would have delivered 5 points. At the end of iteration 2, we would have delivered an additional 2 points, cumulatively 7 points. End of iteration 3, 8 additional points, 15 cumulative points. End of iteration 4, 20 cumulative points and 5 additional points. And at the end of iteration 5, we would have delivered the product worth 33 points cumulatively. But how does this all fare against waterfall? And what is the impact on the deliverable? Here comes MVP. Minimum viable product. A minimum viable product is a development technique in which a new product is developed with sufficient features to satisfy early adopters. The complete set of features are developed and delivered incrementally based on feedback from the product's initial users. What does that all mean? Let's look at an example. Let's consider a goal of building a car at the end of 4 iterations. If it were waterfall model, it would look something like this. At the end of iteration 1, we have a wheel, which is practically unusable. At the end of iteration 2, we have a platform with 4 wheels, which is still unusable. At the end of iteration 3, we have some body built on top of the platform, which is still unusable. At the end of iteration 4 is when we have a complete car built and completely usable. If we do it in Agile model, it would look something like this. At the end of iteration 1, we have a skateboard. Though it may not be a car, it is still usable. At the end of iteration 2, we have something more practical. A bicycle, which has been improvised from a skateboard. At the end of iteration 3, we have a motorized bike, and at the end of iteration 4, we have a completely built car. As you can see, the customer need not wait till end of iteration 4 to realize some value. Every iteration delivers incrementally increased value on the product. Is delivering value the only goal of Agile? Absolutely not. So what composes Agile structure? We can put it in the form of a pyramid. At the foundation, you have to deliver value continuously. That's what keeps the business going. But to become more efficient, we need to continuously improve. Here is where the team explicitly introspects and looks for opportunities where the team can be more efficient. In order to stay relevant in the competition and have an edge, the team needs to constantly innovate. And at the top, the last but not the least, we need to have the right people.